Sarvaroopadharam Shantam Sarvanamadharam Shivam Satchidanandam Advaitam Satyam Shivam Sundaram Namami. With love, gratitude and reverence, I offer my prayerful pranams at the divine lotus feet of our dearest, loving and omnipresent Lord Bhagavan Sri Satya Sai Baba, who is all forms and peace. Sarvaroopadharam Shantam. That means he's all forms, not only the divine forms, Jesus or Zoroaster, Nanak, but everyone, all the forms here, and even the plant, animal, any kingdom, all the forms are his. Sarvanamadharam Shivam is all names and his auspiciousness. And Satchidanandam Advaitam, he is the knowledge, existence and bliss. That is why Swami says in his name itself, Sai Baba, S-A-I, see always inside. What do you find? B-A-B-A, being, awareness and bliss and Atma. That is Satchidananda. That's why Swami says he never went to a college, but he is double B.A., B.A., double graduate. So Satchidanandam Advaitam, no second to none. He is the supreme. And Satyam Shivam Sundaram, truth, goodness and beauty. Respected elders, dear brothers and sisters, loving Sai Ram to all of you. First, I want to express gratitude to Bhagavan for giving us this opportunity to get together here in this holy land to share his love and message with our fellow brothers and sisters. I want to first congratulate Alex Grana for taking up this initiative which he came up with, and he really did a lot of work in getting it implemented. And also I want to congratulate the organizers and also the various committee members who are supporting him, the registration team, the accommodations team, the decorative team, the program committee, inviting the speakers. It needs a lot of coordination and hard work. I really appreciate the sincere effort of all of you. This reminds me of Swami used to have summer showers in Vrindavan. I was blessed and fortunate to attend some of them, where Swami used to have some great devotees and scholars come and deliver talks in going into depth about the spiritual teachings. At the end, he himself used to give divine discourses. This reminds me of that. Already, Alex gave a little brief inkling. First, we need to count our blessings. Gratitude. We are the most blessed and fortunate to be the contemporaries of this living and loving avatar, Bhagavan Sri Satya Sai Baba. We should always remember and count our blessings. Because people, Christians, they would wonder, oh, I wish I was there in the time of Jesus Christ. And people, the Guru Nanak followers, they will think, I wish I was the time of the Guru Nanak. Buddhists feel, oh, I wish I was the time of Lord Buddha. Same thing, few hundred years from now, the humanity will be wondering how blessed and fortunate are these people who saw this avatar of the age, Bhagavan Sri Satya Sai Baba. We are the most blessed. As Alex was telling, this great scripture called Viveka Chudamani, the crest jewel of discrimination, it is a composition of Adi Shankara. They say three things you can get only by the divine grace, not by human effort. What is this? Manushyatvam, Mumukshatvam, Mahapurusha Samshriyam. First is human birth. So we are all here, everyone sitting here, we are thrice blessed. Why? First, we are humans. Because Swami said there are 84 lakhs, that means 8.4 million species of beings in this universe. Of them, pinnacle of the creation is the human birth. That is called Jantunam Narajanma Durlabham. Of all the things difficult to get, human birth. Because only through human birth we can get liberation. Swami said even the angels and demigods, they have to be born as human beings if they want liberation. That is why Lord Krishna says in Gita, Kshine punye matyaloka vishanti. Once our exhaust, our good karmas will be born on this earth, so that we have to have liberation. So to have this human birth itself is the sign of divine grace. But the second thing is mumukshatvam. That is longing for God, longing for truth. Because on this planet Earth, how many people are there right now? 7.7 billion people. 7.7 billion people. And most of them are interested in what? Eating, drinking, being merry, and sense pleasures. But Swami says that is not the purpose of the life. So the purpose of life is to have longing for God, hunger for God. That is also a gift of grace, because most of the people are not interested. Majority of the people, Swami says, Khana, Pina, Marna, Sona. But to have hunger for God, that is a special blessing from the Lord. So that is, we need, if we don't make use of this opportunity, Swami said, next life, we could be born as humans, or we may not be. There are many instances like that. Swami said, in the Shirdi Satcharita, I don't know how many of you read Shirdi Satcharita here. Yeah, quite a few. There were two goats who were going next to each other, and Baba says, hey, he gives them some peanuts and feeds them. They say they are two brothers in their previous life, and they were born as goats because of their misbehavior. And also one time, Baba shows one snake. He was eating, the cobra, it was eating a frog. And Baba says, hey, Channabasappa, Virabhadrappa. So this guy was surprised. Then he tells the whole story. We don't have time. So these people, they hated each other. This Virabhadrappa, Channabasappa, as human beings. Next life, to fulfill their enmity, they have to be born as a snake and a frog. And there is instances in the Bhagavata where there are Gandharvas, even celestial beings, they were born as trees, and only Lord Krishna releases them. And you know the story of Ahalya, how she was turned into stone. So, and even in our lifetime, Swami, what happened? These two dogs, they were born like Jill and Jack. So, what the lesson is, if we don't make use of this opportunity to having come to the avatar, we may not be even born as humans, but we may be reversed back to animals. So we need to best make use of that. Yes, we are all humans. We all have love for God. But the third important is Mahapurusha Samshrayam. In life, for everything you need a guide. You want to learn mathematics, you need a teacher. You like cycling, you need a teacher. You want to learn swimming, you need a teacher. More so, in spirituality, you need a good teacher, Sadguru. We are lucky that we have Jagat Guru, because it is a very subtle science. That is why Kathopanishad says, walking on a Churashya Dhara. This is very walking. So you need a good teacher, like Ramana Maharshi, Nisargadatta Maharaj, or Swami Vivekananda, great teachers who are realized and who can show the way. But we are doubly blessed. We don't have to have a realized soul. We're not Mahapurusha. We have Purushottama. God Himself came and ready to guide us. How blessed and fortunate. That is why He says, His all names and all forms. It is not just a saying. Swami gave that revelation to many people. Swami gave the revelation, He was Rama. So people, Venkatagiri Raja, when he saw Swami first time, he had the vision. He didn't see Swami as Swami, but as Rama. And same thing when Mother Ishwarama, before she left her body, suddenly Swami comes and she sees Swami as Rama. She was so excited. Oh, Swami is Sri Ramachandra. And similarly, Swami gave the vision of Krishna to whom? You should know. Dr. Hislop, when Hislop was coming in the car with Swami, he was behind and he saw Swami look back instead of Swami, he saw that beautiful blue complexioned one, and he was wondering who is this divine beauty. Then he was relieved, it is Lord Krishna. So Swami transformed it to Lord Krishna. I remember this, my father related, my father and mother used to live here. So in the Purnachandra, there was a big meeting. Those days, a lot of meetings were in Purnachandra Hall. So Swami was giving a talk. My father suddenly, he sees Swami, he was in his 60s, and Swami looked blue. My father was rubbing the eyes and looks everybody else, everybody looks normal. Again looks at Swami, he looks blue. This went on few times. He thought he has some problems with his eyes. But Swami gave the vision of Krishna. Next day, he was sitting in the veranda, and Swami comes to him, says, "Are you ready? Are your eyes okay?" So instead of saying that I gave you the vision of Lord Krishna, he says, "Are your eyes okay?" Like that, Swami gave the vision of Rama, vision of Krishna, vision of Buddha. Like at Jim Sai is here, he was told some of the people who had vision saw Swami as Lord Buddha, because he is all names. There is a beautiful incident I read, you can verify in Satyam Shivam Sundaram. There was a great saint by name Swami Amrutananda. So he came to Prashanti Nilayam. He was an 85-year-old man, and he was a great spiritual seeker. So Swami called him for interview. And then Swami said, "Did you do Ganapati Homam?" There is a special ritual worshipping the Lord Ganapati. "Yes, Swami, I did it at the age of 7. This man is 85. Swami was not even born when this man did that puja. But shows how Swami knows even what happened, shows he has no beginning, no end. He knows our past even before he was born, so-called, but he knows everything. "Yes, Swami, I did it." "What did you do?" He said, "Swami, I was supposed to do this puja for 41 days. So he did the puja for 41 days for Ganapati, chanting a mantra beginning Om Hrim Shrim. And he has to do it 1,000 times every day, putting the coconut offerings in this big sacrificial fire. At the end of 41 days, according to the scriptures, in that fire, you are supposed to see a golden Ganesha, golden Ganapati darshan." Swami said, "Did you have that darshan?" "No, Swami, I was only 7 years old. I didn't have a darshan, so Ganapati didn't bless me." Swami says, never your spiritual practices will go waste. Because of what the japa you did, now you are with me, the Purna Avatar. "Now look at me," he said. This is recorded. You can go and verify in the book. And there, instead of Swami, he could say the golden Ganesha, as Sai Ganesha. So that is the beautiful revelation Swami gave. And this man was blissed out, and for 4 days, he didn't eat food, drink, or sleep. That is the divine bliss Swami granted. That is why whatever spiritual practices we do will be always recorded in the cosmic record. Because Swami, as I said, he was not born, but gave him that beautiful experience. And then, this is the third blessing. This is according to the scripture. But let me tell you, the highest and the fourth blessing, which most of us have here, is to be working for God. As they say, many are called, few are chosen. But Swami said, only those whom I have chosen can serve me in the divine mission. Brothers and sisters, how blessed we are to be able to serve in the divine mission. Swami himself wrote a letter to one Charles Penn in America, in California, that I have chosen you to be my instrument of my love, and I have been preparing you for many lifetimes to do this work of mine. But he warned, always be careful. The minute the ego descends, my work stops. And it has happened. I know so many senior devotees who came in the fold of Swami, serving Swami, highly accomplished people. When they had a problem with the ego, suddenly they had to exit. So I always pray to Swami, Swami, please let me love you and serve you till my last breath, because this is very important. And also this is very time important because most of you are functionaries, officers in the organization. In 1961, Dasara time here in Prashanti, Swami formed Satyasai Samitis. That time, Swami called those people Sevadar and told them one unique, profound thing. All of us need to remember that. If you are a member of the Satyasai Seva Samiti and serve lovingly and selflessly, you will be liberated from the cycle of birth and death. Not only you, your children, not only your children, your grandchildren, not only your grandchildren, great-grandchildren, they will be liberated from the cycle of birth and death. What a boon when Swami is giving. If you don't make use of this, grab the opportunity to serve him. So that is the greatest fourth blessing to be able to work for the divine mission. When we have this avatar, who is Parabrahman, Supreme Parabrahman, Purna Avatar, he has gifted us so many good things and given blessings. What is our duty? What is the purpose of our organization? That is why I'm happy this conference is arranged. Most of the time we get caught up in the various service projects which are good and doing activities, but fundamentally we should never forget Swami's message. The purpose of Satyasai organization, the member of each person is to realize their innate divinity and help others to realize their innate divinity. Swami didn't say the purpose of organization is to build hospitals, build schools, build this. He didn't say that. Purpose of the organization and purpose of each individual is to realize that innate divinity. Because we are the very embodiments of divine Atma, divine love. Swami wants us to realize that. He emphasized to that. That is why he always used to say, Divya Atma Swarupulara, Prema Swarupulara, embodiments of divine Atma and divine love. He never addressed Bhaktulara. He didn't say that. Devotees. He says he wanted us to realize our true nature. Because we are already divine. The problem is we forgot our divinity. That he came to wake us up like a lion, king lion. So Swami told a beautiful story about this. Swami always said, Chinnakatha, that will the way the message goes. It says there was a lioness, pregnant lioness. It was going through the forest and it gave birth to a little baby. And the lioness died. And this little baby lion got saw by a shepherd. So he saw that thing and he took it because he was a very good man, compassionate. So he brought it up along the other sheep. So this baby lion used to eat the grass, grow up among the sheep, and bleat like the sheep. So one day when it was growing up, the bigger lion came, he saw this unusual sight. A little baby lion among the sheep, that is unusual. So they are always scared. This looks funny. So he went after them to catch hold of the baby lion. The lion ran and that was running along with the other sheep. Finally got hold of the baby lion and take the baby lion toward the nearby lake and showed the reflection. See, you are a lion, you are not a sheep. See the reflection, you and I are one. So don't bleat like a sheep, roar like a lion. And Swami said this message is for us. Don't identify your little human beings with limited body, mind and intellect. Roar like a Vedantic lion saying, I am divine. That is what Swami, when he get the message in the Guru Purnima, beautiful message, everybody should say, Nenu Daivambu Tan Bhinnamemi Kadu. I am God, nothing else. Sachidananda Parabrahmame Autunenu. I am the Supreme Parabrahman. We need to go on asserting our Godhead. Yes, we can go on doing that, but how do we experience that we are really embodiments? We are that, but why we are not able to see that? Because of that, there are three things Swami said makes us. It is called Mala, Vikshepa and Avarana. This ignorance. I can give a beautiful example. There is a mirror. In the mirror you see your reflection, right? When there is a dirt on the top of the mirror, can you see it? You cannot. So that is called dirt. Or in the back of the mirror, there should be coating. If there is no proper coating of that, what is the coating? What do they coat behind the mirrors? Huh? Silver. So if there is no coating, you can't see reflection. Or if there are undulations, that is called Mala, another is Avarana. And there is covered, you cannot see. Similarly, we are all divine embodiments of love. We are not able to see the reality because of that. Then how to realize that? Swami gave us the hope. That is why he has come. He has shown us the way. What is the way? Swami says we are all caught up in this worldwide web of net. www. Everybody likes, right? Is there anybody who doesn't know www? We are all. What is that? He says wealth, wealth, wealth. Swami says like the earth goes around the sun, man from dawn to dusk go around the wealth and wealth. And that is why so much grief and bondage. How to get out of this worldwide web of net? Same www. Work, worship, and wisdom. That is karma yoga, bhakti yoga, and jnana yoga. So we will get out of this bondage and we will have peace, joy, and things. That is what Swami has come to show us. So first I will try to briefly, we have limited time. Just I'll give you an overview of the path Swami has laid down for us. First path is path of bhakti, that is love. That is, what is this love? We all talk about love. But Swami wants us to know the difference between worldly love and divine love. What is the difference? Divine love is eternal. It is always there. Divine love is unconditional. Divine love is selfless. And it is never demand anything. It doesn't have any agenda of its own. Whereas worldly love is temporary. It is conditional. It is selfish. It is ever changing. That is why Swami says real joy you will get only through divine love. I remember one time we were in Vrindavan. So Swami was standing and he was taking pictures with the students. They were going one after another, standing next to Swami picture. We all went one after another. And then Swami said, see, God is always there. He never changes. The people come and go, come and go, come and go. That is the difference. Divine love is always there. Worldly love comes and goes. So how to develop this divine love? Number one, Swami said, you need to give priority to God in our life. Number one priority should be God. So Swami says, if you want to have joy in life, Jesus first, woe others next, why yourself last. Or Sai, if you want to have in life, yes, Sai first in your life, yea, all others next, that little I last. Then you will have. We need to have priority in life for God. We give priority for other things. That's why Sri Ramakrishna said, people shed jug full of tears for wife, children, wealth, name, and fame. Who cries for God? He said, if you cry for God just for 3 days, day and night, he was an example, worshipper of Mother Kali, God will appear in front of you. But our Swami knows we cannot cry for 3 days. He didn't say cry for 3 days or 3 hours. How long did he say? 11 seconds. Swami is compassionate. 11 seconds, if you intensely think of me, I will be there. He assured in a public discourse here, he told the young adults, if you think of me in 11 seconds, I will be there before you. Because you need to give the priority and have that intensity. But Swami says people nowadays, they are like part-time devotees, but they want full-time benefits. Like you are working in a job, you are part-time worker, they will give you part-time benefits. They won't give you full-time. Same thing, if we are part-time devotees, we'll get part-time benefits. So we need to be a full-time devotees. Swami gave a beautiful example how the difference between part-time devotees. A housefly, it goes and stands in beautiful, delicious dishes. And after a while, it goes onto the garbage can and stands there. So, similarly, a lot of devotees, they will attend satsang, sing glories. Then they will go party out, gossiping, movies. This is like housefly. There are honey bees which only want the nectar of the lotus. They don't want it. They would rather die rather than have nothing else. Similarly, the people who are real lovers of God, they don't want anything else. They want to talk about God, hear about God, and work for God. Their whole life is saturated with divinity. That is what full-time devotion is. There are many devotees like that. Their whole life is only for Bhagavan. So that is the way. Then you are giving the highest priority for God. Then another thing Swami said, how to love God is to have one-pointedness. We know Swami is the supreme avatar, so not go from here to another false prophet, another guru, another place. Just keep focused on one. Swami says otherwise it will be like digging holes different places. You will never get water. You want to get water, you go to one place quite deep. Similarly, having experienced the divine love of Swami, we need to have that one-pointed focus. And next, last thing Swami himself declared in the Guru Purnima discourse, you should have love for love's sake. Don't have any business bargain. Swami, you give me that, I will do that. You should have love for love's sake. Because Swami says if we have God's love, we have everything else. That is why Jesus said, seek ye the kingdom of God. Everything shall be added unto you. That is what our Swami said. It is everything in our life is a zero. Our wealth is a zero, bank balance is a zero, our family is a zero, name and fame is zero, power is zero. But you put one in front of it, these zeros, it becomes billions, trillions, right? So if you have God in front, you take away that one, any number of zeros is zero, 4 zeros is zero, 6 zeros is zero, 10 zeros. So you put God in your life first, everything adds value. That is why we need to have that love for love's sake. Swami is even further tell a beautiful story. There is a king, he was a very generous king. He was very philanthropic. One day he declared, in my kingdom today, whatever anybody asks, I will freely give. So morning to evening, everybody was asking. Somebody wants jewelry, somebody wants land, somebody wants money. People were coming for many things. He was going on giving, but there was one girl was standing there. She was there from the morning to evening, didn't ask. Then finally everybody left. Then he asked her, girl, what happened? You didn't ask anything. Then she said, Majesty, will you give me what I want? Sure, I gave a word. I will give to anybody anything you want. I will give you what you want. She said, I would like to marry you. And this guy, he has no choice. He gave a word, so he has to marry. Then what happens? She not only gets the king, the whole kingdom, instead of getting jewelry, land. Similarly says, don't ask for petty things. If you have God in your life, you have not only God, you have everything which is his kingdom. So that is the kind of thing we should have. Then why we are not able to have this divine love? Swami says there are two major obstacles we have. One is finding faults in others. Even Jesus said, don't look at the speck in somebody else's eye, look at the beam in your own eye. And Swami said beautifully, when you show a finger towards somebody, you are showing 3 fingers towards yourself. So mainly finding faults in others prevents us to develop divine love. Second is criticism of others. That also is a great sin. So whenever you criticize somebody for no reason, so your good karma will go to them and their bad karma will come. You say, no, I won't criticize, but somebody else is criticizing me. What to do? Thank them. Because their good karma is coming to you, your bad karma goes to them. So we should not be affected by criticism and have these finding faults with others. This is very important. These are the obstacles for us to develop the divine love. Then how do we know we have divine love? There are 2 important signs Swami said. That is why in his first letter on May 25th, 1947, Swami wrote to his brother, because he was worried about him. He didn't say my brother, he said Bhaktulaku. That means it is ever for everybody. This particular letter is preserved in the Chaitanya Jyoti. There he said, Manchi cheddalu kuda samamuga bhavinchute bhakti naku. The definition of bhakti, he said, not doing 1000 japa, doing 10-hour meditation, or doing so much service. He said, treating everything as same. The praise and blame, honor and dishonor, and profit and loss. If you can take it with the same attitude, then that is bhakti, that is equanimity. Because everything we should take as a sign of his grace. And Swami said the beautiful lesson, how everything is a sign of his grace. Some of you know the story, but still I would like to repeat. There is a king, and he had a wise minister, very good minister. He used to say, whatever happens is God's grace. So this king, he was cutting an apple and he got a cut on his finger. So this looked at the minister, he thought he will have sympathy. Oh, it is sign of his grace. The king got so mad, this guy I got a cut, and he says it is divine grace. Then put this guy in the jail, he said. He put them in the jail, the minister. So the king had the habit of going to the forest for hunting. Usually takes the minister. That day he put him in jail, he took the others. He went into the forest. There he was caught by tribal people. They took him to their tribal chief. Sir, they were doing the mother worship. He is a good candidate for sacrifice to the mother. This is the best. He looks very handsome, very well looked. So this is the best. Mother will be so pleased. She will give plenty of boons so he is right sacrificial thing. Then they took him. They give the nice bath, sacrificial bath. They were about to offer. Then they say this guy has a deformed finger. They said, no, we can't. For God, you gave the perfect one. Whether you give the flowers, fruits, we always want to offer the best. Oh, this guy got a cut, just release him. Oh, my God, he was relieved, and my life is saved because of the cut. Then he remembered his minister, what he said, whatever happens by God's will, and that is for the good. So he came back, released the guy from the jail. You are right. Because of what you said, my life is saved because of that cut. Then he said, I understand that. How is it God's grace and good for you to be in the jail? He put, if I'm not in the jail, I will be with you going for hunting. I don't have a deformed finger. I will be perfect candidate for the sacrifice. I will be gone. So the lesson is whatever happens by God's will and for our good. This we should remember there's a beautiful bhajan. Know that the Lord is sweetness itself. Everything is a sign of His grace. Everything, something good happens, we say, Swami's grace. We should have that conviction to say, everything what happens is the sign of His grace. Second thing, if you have divine love, Swami said is, you will be happy. One time I was praying to Swami, you do so much, you helped me in personal life, for family, my job, in everything you are protecting like the eyelid protects. What can I do, Swami, to express my gratitude? Swami said, can you do one thing? I said, yeah, maybe I will have a project in the hospital or do something. Yes, so Swami, whatever you say, Swami, I can do, I will do it. Then Swami says, be happy, be happy, be happy. 3 times he repeated. So that is good. I thought to be happy is easy. Brothers, it is not easy to be happy all the time. What is the definition of happiness? Swami says, be careful between the pleasure and happiness. We all have pleasure, good food, good music, good. Happiness is union with God. That means constantly, every second of my life, every minute of my life, I should be in tune with God and be happy. That is real love for God. This is what we should develop. When we have that, Swami says, when you completely have that love and surrender to Him, He will take care of every need for us. What everybody was spiritual seekers we want moksha. That is why the greatest shloka Swami liked was Sarvadharman Parityajya Mamekam Sharanam Vraja Ahantva Sarvapapebhyo Mokshayishyami Masucha. He gave the assurance to Arjuna. This is considered as a charma shloka by the Vaishnavite tradition, where the Lord gives, if you do this, I will do this. What do? Giving up all your obligation, surrender to me alone. Mamekam. That means only to me, not to 10 people, to this person, your job, your family. Only if you completely surrender, what will you do? Mokshayishyami. I will give you liberation. Masuchika, no more grief and no more sins. Mamekam ahantva sarvapapi. All your sins are gone, all your grief is gone, and you will get liberation itself. But what we have to do? We have to love Him with all our heart, soul, mind, and strength, have absolute faith and surrender. And second path Swami showed, I will now briefly touch others, we don't have too much time. Second path Swami said is the Raja Yoga. This is the path of meditation. By the way, brothers and sisters, I am giving glimpses, go back. Prema I talked about, you go to Prema Vahini. That is the first Vahini Swami wrote, and he says the best yoga for Kali age is Prema Yoga. Now I am talking about Raja Yoga. Swami wrote Dhyana Vahini. How to do meditation? People, Swami said, one time they were doing meditation in the mandir after the bhajan. They were doing Om, they started the meditation. Swami said, this is all stunt. They are thinking they are meditating, they are not. Swami says, Dhyana is the 7th stage. First you should Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayama, Pratyahara. Then comes Dharana, Dhyana, Samadhi. 7th stage. People right away you cannot go meditation. Are you really prepared to do meditation? And Swami says Dharana is only 12 seconds. In 12 seconds you can think one pointedly one thing, that is Dharana. 12 times 12, that is 2 minutes 24 seconds. If you can think, that becomes Dhyana. Just 2 minutes and 24 seconds, you are one pointedly in one thing, then your meditation. And 12 times that, 12 times 2.40 seconds, then that is 32 minutes 48 seconds, then you become Samadhi. People, they are in Samadhi, meditation for 2 hours, 3 hours. Swami said that is something else, but not meditation. So just you get 30 minutes, you are there, then you are in Samadhi state. Just you have 2 minutes 20 seconds, that is Dhyana. So Swami says you should really know what meditation is, how you prepare by this process, Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayama, Pratyahara. And there are so many types of meditation. Swami described Jyoti meditation, Japa Sahita Dhyana. So we need to go deep into this teaching. Swami covered, this is the real Dhyana. But Swami says ultimately, everything we should do is meditation. Eating, drinking, sleeping, talking, everything we should, as long as we have him in the mind. Keeping him in the mind, we do all acts, everything becomes meditation. And third yoga is karma yoga. We all are involved morning to evening in the activities, but that karma, that activity becomes a karma yoga. Lord Krishna described when you do nishkama karma. So 3 things I will touch base here. Swami has shown us. Swami says the greatest and easiest way through selfless service we can attain the goal. Number 1 concept Swami introduced is you should think you are not serving others. You are really serving the Lord. Narayana Seva he introduced. That means you are really have the conviction you are serving the Lord, not yourself. And second thing Swami says, we should remember these 2 words. Swayam Sevak. When we are volunteers is the English translation. But there is no proper translation for Swayam Sevak. Swayam Sevak means Swayam means you serve yourself. It doesn't look right. So we say volunteers. That means the purpose of the service in the organization is for our own good, for our own self-transformation. That is the purpose of this service. So whenever we do this, we think, Lord, you gave me the opportunity for my own spiritual growth. But there are the 2 greatest obstacles when we do service. Swami says, Kartrutva and Bhoktutva, also called Ahankara and Mamakara. I am doing this, so I want the results for this. Or this ego and attachment, that is why we are not able to derive the benefit from service. These are like the 2 fangs for a snake filled with poison. Unless you remove that, Swami says you cannot enjoy the benefits of service. We should always be alert. We think we got rid of that. It is dangerous. Swami gave many examples. I remember there is a group of devotees from USA. They came, had a beautiful drama here in the Purnachandra Hall. Everybody, beautiful drama, like the Russians had the beautiful musical things. So similarly, we all enjoyed it. Similarly, that was a nice drama. Swami was happy. Everybody was happy. So next day, that man was sitting in the veranda. I said, this program is very good. Swami, all your grace. This is what we all say. Then Swami says, who is the director of the drama? He's a good devotee. Swami, you are the director of that drama. Who is the producer? You are the producer and director of the drama. Then what are you? I'm just an assistant to you, Swami, assistant director. Swami said, I don't need any assistance. So just to show that even instrumental ego, that I am your instrument, you should have conviction. He is the doer, he is the producer, actor, everything. The lesson to drive home is everything belongs to him. He is he says, I don't need any assistant. Even my father, he wrote some books. when he offers, Swami says, Divinity, the books are good. Said, Swami, just I am an instrument. You just wrote it. Swami said, I don't need any instruments. So even the instrumental ego is an ego. To think first, ultimately everything belongs to him. To think I and mine, that is the root of problem. This is another cute incident I shared before. I will share with you again. One of the devotees, they invited Swami to their house. So when they invited to their house, Swami, please come to my house. Swami said, oh, your house? This man is smart devotee. He realized the mistake. No, Swami, our house. Oh, our house? 50-50% partnership? Swami said, no, Swami, your house. Then Swami said, why do you invite me to my house? So to drive home the lesson, always remember everything belongs to God. This is the lesson. When we do service, we should remember it. Otherwise, mechanically we do a lot of NGOs, Rotary Club, Lions, do much more service than that. But the spiritual organization, we do this so that our annihilation of our ego. The proof of pudding is how we service is purity of the heart. The purpose of the service, chittasya shuddhaye karmana, to purify all, get rid of the impurities is the purpose of service. Then we do that, we see the unity. And final yoga I will end. Karma yoga we done. Jnana yoga, that is the ultimate. So Swami says, Daivanugrahetena, the Advaita Vasana. People by God's grace, they will get this Advaita Vasana. So because what is Advaita? He says, when you want Advaita Darshanam Jnanam, the real Jnanam is to be able to see one. And always he says, dual mind is half blind. Whenever we see duality, we always say three things. We see world as separate, God as separate, ourselves as separate. As long as we see that, that means we are blind, half blind. Ultimately, we need to reach a point where we see the oneness of Jagat and Srishti and Jiva and God. All should be one. That is what Swami wants us to attain, that knowledge. That is why Swami says 3/4 of spirituality is self-inquiry. 3/4 of spirituality. That means, who am I? What is the purpose? Am I this? I am not this body. Neti. That means I am not this, I am not this. But beautifully, only Swami said, Neti means not this, most of the Advaitins. Swami says, Neti means not only this. That means this is also God, that is also God. That is the ultimate stage one should remember. Then I asked, Swami was telling me, I love to have divine romance with Swami. This looks like a difficult path. Swami, I don't like this business of self-inquiry, knowing who I am. I would like to sing your glories, be with you, eat with you, be happy. Swami says, no, the highest knowledge is the Advaita, to know there is only one. So Swami, it is difficult, but Swami gave a beautiful example. He said, a cave is dark for thousands of years, right? And you put a matchstick, a candle light, how long does it take for the darkness to go away? Instantly it goes away. Similarly, when the dawn of wisdom, the dawn of knowledge comes by the divine grace and your sincere longing, all the darkness we have will be instantly go away. Then you will be illumined. That is why we were talking about Sai. We talked about service, that is Karma Yoga, adoration, Bhakti Yoga, illumination. Finally, we will be enlightened by His grace. So I pray to Swami to bless us all, these delegates and the conference, so that we may dive deep into Swami's teachings, because they are all wonderful pearls of wisdom. The more we dive into that and practice that, our life will be sanctified and redeemed. Jai Sai Ram. Thank you very much.